Welcome. This is my third stream of game development. Today I want to refactor the code a bit to make it look better and do some first thoughts work on multiplayer. Multiplayer, it's important to start working on it early because it gets harder the later you want to do it. And it's also one of the more difficult things to do. Let's first look on the current state application. I did here what I need to call in the browser. Currently it's a 5-second high score game. I have 5 seconds to kill with the blue dot as many little black dots as possible. Can we start with R? 86 kills in my first try. Let's look. 72 in my second. 81. And as that goes on. This is currently the game. It's just the first draft. Will surely change over time. Now, this is currently structure. Have index HTML and a few TypeScript files. While the script.ts name is bad, this has to change. Currently, data is not correct. I think I put some in source for the time being because it's not enough. I think it's better to do it this way for the current size. Key controller to rename also. It will be player input. Also to change. Yeah, let me. I don't have the watch on, so the file isn't there. Can I do it? Yes. Just one key up. Or it should. Yes, play input. Oh, big is the script file? 100 lines. What is in the game? Game restart. Something happened, I don't know what, but doesn't matter. Is the game restart? Should I call the script file? Unsorted stuff. Let's call it the main file for the moment. Let's reload once, or should still work, yes. Okay. Look over every file I have. Tick characters. The enemies currently do not move. Characters these values, this is okay. Paint, shoot. Oh, this accesses game data. I don't like this. Paint characters. Okay, but is it think? It, the game has character splitted. This need to change in the future. Do I change it now? Why not? If I think about multiplayer, I need more players in the end. And there also might be the same team or different teams. Let's make characters and make this arrays. They're not. Now let's change the creation. It's started empty, enemies no longer exist. Default game data. It's a function. Oh. Function create player. Turn thing. Characters. Can create player as a starting object in here. Let's to sync. Better to have it on game restart. Maybe change it up. Function game init. So restart is just a game init call. And try to give value in. Maybe let's change it to game just. Okay, default game init. Need a game. Currently unsure if this is. I restart this game, I just init it. Somehow it doesn't feel quite right yet, but let's think about it. Just think if I do the game init also down here, I don't make this duplicate things. Performance now falls. Next time. Then I split them up. Cannot create default game data. Create player should not be here, is my thought. The performance now so should not be here. The rest can be here. Why not? So I use it in main. No game init here. Create players also more for the character. Let's throw it in here. Now we have to think again. We moved areas enemies and now have only characters. The characters need like a faction. In the character list, I need to know who the player is. I need to know. Characters do not need to know, but the game needs to know. Player character index number. This might be let's start with it. -1 is like no character. The player currently has no character. And when I click here, the player game point will be 0. And create player needs affection. Action would be, let's call it player. The problem with this is when multiple persons would, this could only have one player, but if you have two players, multiplayer, it would no longer work. But maybe we think about it once we get the current state running. Let's fix everything else up first. Go to character. The player is no longer in. Okay, give the character, which makes it work easy. Paint characters. Let's make it characters. Character array. Now I over them. This. And I have no longer case for the player. Tick characters. Tick character I did only do for the player. It's now not known which character is. I start. I just let every enemy shoot now. Move player tick. Determine player move direction. This is wrong here. Don't need to check it every tick. I just need it on player input. Well, there's no continuous. I can do it here. What is the problem in here? Game restart. Wants to have a game. Still bad. I don't want access it globally, but it's for now. Tick characters. I only want to do the move tick for players. And I now have characters and tick character. I have now the flag faction. Character I point faction, and it's was it big player or small player? small player. Probably not a good decision to make it an enum, a string. But we'll see later. If character I faction equals player, then we tick it. Characters, what? Copy, paste. Okay, then I no longer need to tick here, move, tick. Okay, I need to make both in here. It should work. Also, shoot is more correct. If I'm not mistaken. Why don't I see it? Yep. There's also rename option in Visual Studio, so could have been easier. Tick characters, play, move player, tick. I want to give the character in here. And no longer use see if I rename symbol. Cannot rename this element. Interesting. Because I deleted the declaration probably. No, it's spawn enemy. Also, who calls it? The game? The main. Okay, then we change it to 8 enemy. And we return it. Oops, wrong button. Is duplicate, create enemy, create random enemy. Yes, it takes this, and it's the spawn can push it into. On random enemy. Create random enemy. Okay, randomies don't no more exist. This is characters. Let's fix it with and yes. Enemy is missing the faction. It's enemy for now. German player move direction. Okay, for me this is belongs in player input. Need to get the player as a character. Do we need more? And the keys pressed are currently something we need to increase keys pressed. Let's think. Want to change this is call it key. Nee, key up is wrong. It's not a key. Up, down, up button, up, down. No. Backed up. A is not up, A is left. S is down, D is right, is up. It's not direction pressed. Currently it's only directions, but it will be more. Let's call it actions pressed. Let's do this and it's left, this is down, D is right, W is up. Left, down, up. Actions pressed. Only it takes time as uppercase. Yeah, and actions pressed. It's this. Now we have the player. No, player. Moving to let keys. Okay. They're no longer keys. Let's do it. Yes. Player is moving. A left. W is up. Game data can be moved. This down, down, right, up, requires actions pressed. Let's go game. It's no longer spaces. Is actions pressed. Game data. Given the player, game data, characters. No. Just with game data, characters, game data point, player, character index, game data point. Just if I key up, I also need to determine this direction again. No longer any errors in here. Do I have no actions pressed? Yes, left. This is down, right, up. Tick characters once the characters. Main carousel, game data, and characters. Take projectile to character hit. I now do this. The player shoots himself. Let's if oops, I have a character here, the point faction. Let's player anyway. We no longer have any errors. And I'm lucky it's still everything works. Looking good. Okay. Now where were I looking? Look over character again for refactoring. Let's look, do I use game data in here? Shooting. Yes. Currently easier to do it this way. Create random enemies. I want to get the data. Yes, it's also easier. We keep them for now. The only thing where I change it later. shooting requires projectiles and character access. But is also character is the one who starts it. Enemy, create player, random enemy. Okay, good enough for now. Good enough for now. Let's do the main at the end. Change actions. Turn player move direction. Maybe this can be made prettier, but it works for now. Something happens here sometimes, it's weird. Was could make this bindable so user can set the keys, but not required now. Projectiles probably need also a, let's call it a creator faction. Creator faction. Also string. When we create a projectile, needs a faction. And then we can set it. Should I only, let's create a faction, let's call it just faction. Oops. And then I'll take in projectile. And the projectiles have a faction now. The ones who call it the character has to put his faction in. And now if this could be happening in the main, take projectile to character hit. We can change it up. So projectile. Projectile put faction. Oh, projectile iterator. Projectile. Oops, faction. If they are in the same faction, they should not hit. Only different faction can damage each other. Okay, back to projectile. Do I need to go into game data, or can't I just place this? Should work, I think. Not quite sure how JavaScript handles arrays. You will see. data, is it in here? Oh. And if it still works, go down here. Let's look into game data, projectiles. It's empty. So it should work. Now shoot line. 75 should about be right. Yes. Okay, then the main last. Certain point of my VM I hit. It sometimes makes. This is looking strange here. Tick. Game not ended. I look if time's up and end the game. So it's a function game ended check. Alright, so everything out. Oh, it's not only the game ended check, but also the has to be happen. Let's check. Press something I didn't want to press. Game data. No. Game data copy. Don't want. So that I see when if I use game data, it's a global variable, and if game, it's usually function parameter. It's use semicolons even if we don't need to. Just a habit. I think I want to. It's misspelled game end check. Function end game. It's not the game, but let's call it. Oh, this returns just Boolean. And we if game ended ended game ended check. Like this. I one time seems to work. Game gain ended check, paint all, paint high score, paint time left, good counter. A lot of paint stuff I could separate. Let's make a new file. Game paint. Test. Take every paint stuff out. Paint all. Tier. Game paint. Paint high score. Paint time left. Paint kill. Paint. Do we have more paint? One is a paint all call, so it's looking good. Still need to add it here. Game paint. I've made it shorter. Game energy detect. Game. Tick. Start. I think I have gone over everything once. Let's add everything. Refactoring. It push. Okay. One more try. Oh, let's go test. Oh, let's try a bit to reach 100. It's possible. Yes, 104. Good enough. Everything works. Next on my list was thinking about multiplayer. Sure. Tasks. Here. Game. Yes, or think about the game a bit. Let's see this as game ideas. Web browser VR. Simple VR currently. Online play. This is online multiplayer play. Somehow should be randomized. Well, it's woke-like. This idea where I want to go some more. It's don't know how to label it. Thoughts on multiplayer. First, to my knowledge, there exists TCP and UDP, but For UDP, I don't know if something for the browser exists. For TCP, I know WebSocket. And we need a backend once we have for online multiplayer. Could make a multiplayer for on one machine, so what different keys two player could play. Might be the first task. Two layer on computer. Call it this. So I could still do. Might be a good first step. But he has to do some research if there's something changed. Let's just look. TCP UDP was correct, yes. JavaScript browser UDP. To talk to UDP circuits with HTML5. Can't we have or UDP in Java? Use UDP in browser. Back for web security. Okay, but maybe it's possible. Can WebSockets build on TCP? This is a sentence why I want to look up UDP. For real-time multiplayer games, it's advantages. Well, this is 2015, that's too old. But let's look into it. WebRCT. Currently don't know what this is. Ah, okay, I think for video and voice, yes, it's video and voice already use UDP, I think. Not quite what I want. Audio and video is this, not games. And it's communication between browsers, not client server. But today is what is? It's 2017, 2015, so a few years passed. 6. Deprecated. Do something like after 2018. Or 20. Mal gucken. Is it not after? Show it because it has something new. Google search after date. Before to the year. Is this for Google? Or to search Gmail, not Gmail. I don't know. Date range. Before. Before I did it, I think. After. Okay, this is okay. Is this the reason why we don't have UDP, maybe? Yes, servers is easy, but browser is the problem. This is maybe in the direction, but I don't need HTTP. But I most likely will use TCP WebSocket at the end. Using something where there's new documentation to find or no information is just trouble. But making a real-time multiplayer game on TCP is also not so easy things to consider. So probably still no option. So this is out. Be TCP WebSocket based. We probably need think about a backend WebSocket backend. Node.js is an option. I already have it. Simple chat tutorial thinks this is a good start. Yes, backend application. Language doesn't matter. Or they were kind. To know which type of backend server. JS Node WebSocket server, Node deprecated. Okay, WebSocket Node. How old was this post? Is here a date? Don't see one. I have one at the top, 2017, okay. Probably WebSocket Node. Seem to be used a lot, so might be a candidate. Let's take it here. And probably this is done with it. Does it has examples? It's an express. The WebSocket server. Create one new. Create a connection. We have connections. Close message. Yeah, whatever message we get, we send it to everyone. Destination. Connection for each. This is a good start, which I could use. So let's future task. Create backend with socket node. B could be with WebSocket node. Two-player different connections. Still one computer. As I'm alone, I can only test with. I could use a mobile device or something. My VM and my normal computer could be still considered one computer. Was ist Team missing? Then I will only start with 2-player on computer. Can now have characters, we can have multiple players. The player input goes now always directly to the character index, so we need different keys for different players. Okay, this is gonna get a bit more complicated. Because I need the key bindings per player. If a key is pressed, I need to know it's used. I'm currently not sure I use event key, and there's also event code to check. I think I had some keys displays code is key T, and if I press shift, hold shift, press 1, it's exclamation mark, just 1, it's 1, caps lock activated, and 1 is 1, not exclamation mark. Deactivate, and 1 is. There's no difference between key and code. Big A und small q, big Q. Also, okay, the key shows the big Q. I have to think. If I use shift, then the key code is better. Because I want to react to the key. I think they also can open it. Okay. A key Q, I should see if shift is pressed, I think. Shift key 2. Let's do good. Key code versus key. What was it called? Just key. Wait. Key code. It's a keyboard event. Keyboard event, code versus key. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So this would be, for me, the code would be more interesting, if I understand correctly. Doesn't... Oh, I don't want to be in here. And here. Ooh, if I press... Ah yes, okay. Press the Z key on my keyboard and it says KY. It's interesting. Digit 1. Uh-huh. So I will use the code. Do we have errors? Numpads. Tab. I should not press, it seems, enter. Can I not? Oh, I can enter and backspace. I press tab, okay. Tab does something. Okay, I will use codes. I have used keys before. No, this would break my game probably. Now, if I have the code pressed, I need to check. We use it, it should multiple player, you can use the same key. Would be bad, but also interesting. I can control two characters over the same keys. I think I should be able to use it to test it better. So for each player, let's look, I currently have actions pressed. It's all player related. I think I need a new class. Did I click it? Don't click here. I'm in source, file, player.ts. I need a player and player can have actions pressed and has a character index. Also needs key bindings. Type key bindings. Is it it? Action press per character index. Different player could control the same character. It's okay. Actions pressed. This is confusing to determine if multiple can just the latest wins or can make code which. Okay, let's keep it. Key bindings are key bindings. Key bindings. I need think for a moment. Do I need a type or is it a map? Might be just a map. Let's just okay, allows key bindings. Map. I think the code was a string and the resulting also be a string. Actions pressed. Actions pressed are left down as strings, I think. Could work. Let's do some create function player 1, let's call him turn say controls index 1 actions pressed is does it the main or the game created? The game. Yeah, put create or don't need default. Don't create turn with brackets. Oh, we have this. Okay, this will actions pressed will be index actions pressed will be gun players player the big player type player format Okay, I think about it later, what I do here. Actions pressed is create. Actions pressed. Key bindings. Action create. Can think a new map. String. Key bindings. Key code to action pressed. It's better. Is it insert? Is it push? Is it set? Cook. Yes, okay. Now I need the key codes. I press should be key. Okay. Key A goes to left. Key S, key down, right, up. And we throw them in here. Let's make it player index, the number, and it character index. Character index. Now let's go over the warnings, errors. I have the players in here. Can no longer kill counter might also something be player related, but leave it there for now. We create the default. This is no longer in here. Actions was also not. We have the players. And oops. We can do an empty one here. And when we create player, this is now no longer working. Create players. Okay, function add player. Game. Need game players push. No. Players begin with characters. We create player. And now we need game dot players dot push a player one. Now these names are confusing. A player character. Find it here. Do I? No. Character. Create enemy, create player character. Okay. This wants to have an index. Game characters dot length -1 or -2 even. Something does not fit. Key code to action pressed. I have to look. What is the problem? Key code to action pressed. Somewhere is a mistake. Of type blah blah blah. Here's something still can't keep bindings. But where did I not rename it? Use player. Do I have some key bindings somewhere? Yeah, okay. No. Default keeper. Let's leave it named like that for now. Some problem? Void. Did I not return something? I did not return. Okay, now he likes it. Now I need to add the player. I remove the player here. So I rebuild. Oh, okay. Good enough for now. It's empty when I started. Player input should now be confused. Actions pressed. this should still work fine. Now here it gets complicated. Want players. Game data point players, and for every player, let's do the standard. Players Twitter key code to action press contains has name it to code key code then players actions pressed I should be able to find get key code. Does he like it? Equals true. Cannot be undefined. I have checked. But one moment. Let action gleich this. He says action can be string or undefined. And let's change it up. Look if the key code is in there. We have action. Right. Undefined. To do it this way. I do this. Thought I could filter like that. Down, left, right, up. Doesn't this work? Can do this. But I can't do this. But action is a string. And what option do I have? Just some test. Does this work? No. Okay. Now my idea breaks apart. Can I have a type? Do I? Let's close some. JavaScript. Access you with string or so? By string? Property. Do I need TypeScript? Key of type of object. This is what I want. Looks strange. Let's try it. Object key type of my object is of it actions pressed. An object. Wait, doesn't. Okay, this is an object. I have a type. So type of is probably not relevant. I need just key of. Then it would work as object key. Okay. Then my map in player. God, what would be the key of action pressed? This? The game does not like it. As what was the checked key action pressed? Okay. probably has key of action pressed like this. Like it. Doesn't like it. Ah, okay. Have here. Key of actions pressed. I probably no longer need these. This way seem to work. Now I be able to delete these and subtraction. Nice. And this should be it. For restart is probably key R this way. This is player independent. Lock everything for just one. I don't need a case, but maybe it will become more in the future. Let's make a useless line. The key code. Determine player move direction. What happens here? For game characters, game data. Oh, it's player character index. Game data action pressed. Okay, could work. Oh, I do the same. The same. So function player input change. I just need is key down the boolean and event board event, or has the event even the down up event? Is it? Don't know if it's in here. Do I have still this one open? One open. Keeper. Here's a key down. So if I key on key up I don't. So I have a type. Means I don't need this. I can now take this, get it in here, and change this to Okay, code type question mark key down. Oh, I know, don't remember if it's all uppercase or lowercase. True, false. Key code, not key code event. Let can even do const. Okay, key down equals this. Yes, key down. Let's to determine it. Key could be it here, but if it's just this position, don't need the input change. Call it in the event. And just need this and done. If I'm lucky, it should work, but at least I didn't add the player here. Still can control, all directions work. I can restart. And now go in the game, add player. Now I'm adding a same player. Let's change it up a bit. We go to player character, give position. Keep the color for now. Which means add player X number and create player one definition. Player, we can keep the bindings. I can control two of the same keys. Yes, it's good enough. I forgot where I have the first, but let's do this. Now I have two players. Control, yes. New high score. Perfect. Now I have multiplayer. Now I add player input. Have it here? No. Only on player I have the B key bindings. Key bindings 1, 2. Just want to see. Let's put some key on console log. Let's so still out. If I press up, no, go away. Up, left, here, I want these. Key up, left, and so on. This is up, key right, down, no, down, up, key right, key down, key left. I want this as a second pyramid. So I'm in here. Player is here. Then get them. Here again. Yep. Okay, throw it in here. Now these need to have create key bindings 1 and key bindings 2 would be controlled differently. This one and yes. Yay. 2-player game, 1 computer. It's our console log. Have game task. Give it can 2-player, 1 computer. I finished. So everything in the commit. Single computer multiplayer. Push. I think this is where we'll end today. Let's do some high score attempts. Controlling both. Oh, same score 2 times in a row. 150. Let's do a low score. 51. 8. 83. Oh. New high score. It might be just swinging around. No. 10. It's 1 more score. 51. Okay. Game works. 2-player works. I think this is a good time for a break. Then I will end here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.